LBeats.com.
Ooh, yeah. I feel like today gon' be the day I made this play. That's gon' take me far, somewhere out of space. I've been grinding hard, ain't no space for second place. I won't risk a law for some reason I can't wait. I feel like today gon' be the day I made this play. That's gon' take me.
Yo, it's your boy Joe with the M.I.ALIENS podcast. Got my boy Smurf in the building. Yo. Done Beezy.
Nah, I'm saying.
We got my dog Yogi Joe.
Yo.
Zay Gats in the building.
Yo.
Hey, yo, Done Beezy, man. What we talking about today?
Hey, man. We popping off season 4 straight with the fuck shits.
Talk to me.
Flat Earth.
Ooh, shit.
This topic has been like thrown around, for a couple years.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted, some real aliens to shed some light on this topic. You know what I'm saying?
So talk to me, man. What's up?
Because the Flat Earth niggas on some fuck shit. And the Globe Earth niggas on some fuck shit. But I feel like if they can meet in the middle and put everything they know together, I feel like we can make more sense of things.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm gonna pop off first with, do y'all move on like maybes, or do y'all move on facts? You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I would like to see the facts. Yeah,
We'd like
show
to
me the
see
numbers.
facts.
Well, facts are facts. If I
saying.
if I can't prove it or not, I mean, I could say, hey, it's possible. It's not possible.
For sure.
So I guess that's a maybe.
Check me out. The premise of gravity, the theory of relativity. So when a lot of people, most of us, we live on this premise of this theory of relativity. You know what I'm saying? That's this force is keeping us down, on the earth and stopping us from floating and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was talking to my dog earlier, and we was just like, because there's so many, I guess, holes, you know what I'm saying, in regards to what we live on a day-to-day basis, heliocentrism, the earth is spinning 1,000 miles per hour. All right. So why when niggas jump, we land in the same position? If this shit is spinning 1,000 miles per hour, we should kind of land, if we jump in this shit, we should.
Yeah, we
some
shouldn't
type of something.
We shouldn't land in the same spot.
We
Pretty
shouldn't
much.
land in the same spot. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, I'm not saying we're discouraged to be scientists or discouraged to do our own experiments, but we depend on individuals who make, thousands of some odd dollars, to
Big
really
bucks,
do, big bucks, our taxpayers' money to really give us, the proper information, but we downplay doing our own experiments like this jumping shit I was just referring to. Another experiment I've done myself personally, heliocentrism is based upon the premise of the fucking sun is traveling through the galaxy and the planets are revolving around the sun as it's traveling through the galaxy. For centuries and eons, they've been looking at the same constellations. Every civilization has been pinpointing the same constellations, using them to guide them to different destinations and shit like that, let them know prophecies that are going to come about. So if these niggas been using the same constellations, if we're traveling through the galaxy, we supposed to be seeing all types of different shit. However, as long as y'all niggas can remember, y'all niggas been seeing the same stars.
The North Star always there. It's always there.
Y'all niggas been seeing the same stars since y'all came out the pussy. You know what I'm saying?
So that means we wouldn't be able to use the stars to even navigate.
Facts.
Which our ancestors did.
If that was the case.
If that was the case.
If that was the case, that would be impossible.
Mm-hmm.
So, but for them to be able to depend on, the constellation system, even the sun and the moon, to navigate them and to give them day and night whoop-de-whoop, it has to be some form of consistency. There's a constant, that's perpetual throughout nature. And piggybacking off that.
But hold on.
Go ahead.
But you say we see the same constellation, but the stars do move though. They're not in the same spot.
For
So
sure.
would you say that because something moving? So it's either we moving
Or them stars
or
moving.
the stars moving. Cause some shit moving.
Something moving.
Cause that same star, it may not be there. It may be like, you know what I'm saying? It may be facing a different direction. But it's still constant. It's like it's in rotation.
For sure. Go. What you was finna say, Joe?
Well, when he was mentioning something's moving, I mean, for sure the Earth's moving is revolving. That's what the day and night is. So that's where most of the movement comes from, where we see the stars moving across the sky. But also, other than that, all those stars or planets, because some of those stars that you see or the specks in the sky are planets too.
Facts.
Those are all doing their own. It's such a complex mix, like heliocentrism. Everything is revolving something else. Planets are revolving the sun.
Moons revolving
the sun,
around planets.
Exactly. Moons revolving the planets. Planets revolving the sun. And then you got the sun in the galaxy going around the middle of the galaxy. And then you got those galaxies doing the same thing. So infinitely big and infinitely small. But all this information is amazing, but I would never even try to fully grasp it all. It's just too much. And also to catch on, y'all were saying over time how we should see something change. The human, as far as we know, it's such a tiny speck of time that our experience is. The human experience seems long, but in relative to planets and how
Hella
planets
short,
come together,
For sure.
it's nothing. It's
Yeah.
like this.
For sure.
But yeah.
And I actually want to piggyback on that because, we go by a time system, 24 hours. Sometimes it'd be 8 o'clock, the sun still be out.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like on that premise
Even
alone,
that shit is a little fucked up. Like,
for sure.
Yeah.
On that premise alone, like, we follow a system that isn't all the way, I guess, all the way using, I guess, nature to its full ability. Because, motherfucker, if I knew I had more time to enjoy my day, the daytime, I would have probably planned for it. But, typically 7 and 8, 6, 7. Hey, man, I got to pack it up. It's going to be dark soon.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
If it's
But
not already.
What I've been trying to do now is actually use the sun and, like, especially on weekends, use the sun instead of my watch to let me know, okay, I got this much time, to fuck off and shit like that. I want to piggyback on what I was saying about ancient civilizations. Predominantly all the ancient civilizations, they they go by this dome system in regards to how they perceive the world to be. A dome system, you'll see it in Hebrew, it's called the firmament. I'm looking at the Navajo, they acknowledge this dome. The Inca acknowledge this dome. The Mayans acknowledge this dome. The Norse acknowledge this dome. The Egyptians acknowledge this dome. The Hindu as well. I'm not going to talk about the other guys, but primarily in the Bible, it describes of this firmament. This firmament is I guess like a field that's encompassing the earth, and then everything surrounded around it is supposed to be quote unquote the heavens, which some people translate to be the universe and galaxies and shit like that. My premise on that is I feel like modern day scientists, they kind of knock ancient civilizations when they want to, but praise them at the same time. Let me give you an example.
Because somebody had to lay the brickwork.
Come on now. So, Egypt. We'll start with Egypt. They still don't know how these niggas put the pyramids together.
Facts.
A lot of scientists are just coming to the conclusion that they had help from extraterrestrials, is what they're saying. There's like, we don't even have the technology this day to do what the fuck these niggas did. China tried to do it, but it is 3 times smaller than the real junk. You know what I'm saying? So they go off on a tangent and say, hey, these niggas must have had alien help. There's no way these primitive individuals were able to do such a thing. Okay. They had extraterrestrial help, supposedly, to put buildings and infrastructures together. You don't think this same help y'all claiming to be, y'all claiming these individuals had, didn't put them on to how the Earth really was, or what was really going on, you know, in the stars, whoop de whoop. You don't think they really put them on?
Facts.
Even the what's the 3 pyramids in Egypt, the famous ones?
I have no idea.
You lost me.
Fuck.
Hey,
Great
piggyback off
Great
what you said.
Pyramid of Giza.
I believe so. The pyramids of Giza, if I'm not mistaken, they're perfectly aligned with you know, stars. The three most
But I mean,
shiny stars in the sky.
I hear that all the time if I'm watching something like that. But like, I mean, how accurate can you really prove them to be? You know, you can see the star and say, okay, this looks pretty lined up with it.
For sure.
But I mean, it's like how factual and how can you prove that to me?
Yeah, I'm just going off.
Yeah, that's what I'm
astronomers,
questioning. Whenever
yeah.
I see that, I'm like, yeah, they're lined up with the stars, but
Don't the stars?
I mean,
Yeah.
exactly.
This is my question though,
It
because
comes full circle.
they just said like the government just released like that statement that they know of extraterrestrials, you know, of aliens,
And they have a space force.
Not that they know of it, that they have
contacted with them.
in their possession a spacecraft. No, well, a vehicle not made on this earth, said by the news. I mean, who knows what it is? But that's what he said.
They made contact with these extraterrestrials. And it's on like with footage of this, and they still don't know how the pyramid was made. So why, like, how come like they not fucking with you and they not giving you this information? How come you still don't know this information if our ancestors knew this information?
But do you think it's possible that, I mean, because I've also seen a bunch of theories of people who think they say how the pyramids were made. They give their theory on
Some
how
people
the
say
people did it. Giants, whatever. I watched this really interesting one that might be worth watching on how these Egyptian people, they built water channels and water shafts.
Big facts.
Like they would cut the stone in a freaking quarry or whatever. They would tie animal hide around it, fill the animal hide with air, float that stone on water, push it down the canal, and eventually get it in place. But it was such a complex
That sounds
situation.
If they can't like
replicate it.
replicate it, then this is still a theory.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
so
I mean, a lot of times though, like you feel me, like I think that shit goes back to just being like, it's like what black people did with like fucking pig feet and chillings and shit. Like you feel me, like
they can't
when
duplicate
you ain't
that
got shit, you feel me,
You-
you learn how to be creative. You know what I'm
sure.
saying? So I think that might also like go into a lot of that shit too. Like you feel me, because when you ain't got shit, you resourceful. Look at black people.
For
Feel me?
sure.
At
So-
the end of the day, like you feel me, you learn how to do it out. That's just you know what I'm saying. So
Absolutely.
I don't doubt. You know what I'm saying? Like especially like I've never heard that shit that about like you know what I'm saying like the water and shit. I thought that was super dope.
Yo,
but that would make
crazy.
yeah. I thought
They even said they built a water shaft going up at an angle. Fill it with water. The stone goes through the channel into the shaft full of water, and it
That high
floats up the shaft and where they want it.
yeah, that's what that
Unbelievable.
Like, I think that like
but how
that's
you
a
get
crazy
that water
theory.
pressure though?
How do they get the what? They sealed it. I mean, I don't know, man. I got to rewatch that video maybe 3 times to fully understand it. But it was just like,
That's a crazy theory, bro.
What?
I feel like that
Never
shit
heard it.
like probably makes the most sense. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But,
like,
but as far as like the Earth being flat,
yeah, man, we got a little off of the top.
but how to tie it all in with the pyramids and
And as far as the Earth being flat and the pyramids and shit, one thing I feel like the flat niggas really need to like grasp. Y'all need to work on like what y'all calling it, because a lot of niggas thinking, you know, the Earth is just a pancake.
I got a quick question.
You know what I'm saying?
Because in the beginning, when you started this off, you were talking about the globe group
Mm-hmm.
and
For sure.
the flat Earth group.
For sure.
Right off the bat, anybody who isolates himself in a group like the flat Earth group, I really don't question that already, because they act like they know it all.
Come on now.
Because who the hell really knows it all?
Come on
And the
now.
same with the globe people. If you're isolating yourself from they just want to make a group and talk about their opinions. And
For sure.
I mean, it's
And
interesting.
That's why this platform, you know, I was big flat Earth nigga. You know what I'm saying? Oh, flat Earth. But the thing about it, I understand these niggas don't know it all. You know what I'm saying? These niggas don't know it all, and this other side telling theories and lies and false CGI images and shit. So I'm like, we have to meet in the middle so we can all put this shit together. Because you got shit like the Van Allen radiation belts. That's why they're saying we can't go to the moon right now. Is what they're saying. The Van Allen radiation belts will terminate your fucking
Spacecraft.
yeah, your
From the
spacecraft.
sun? Radiation from the sun?
I don't know if it's directly from the sun. I just think it's like they depict it as an energy field around the Earth.
The dome.
And the flat Earth niggas is saying that's the dome they talking about. And on top of this, because I like to put both theories and both conjectures together, so I could come up with a better understanding of what I'm actually searching for and dealing with. One individual, his name is Werner von Braun. He was actually a Nazi. He was born in Germany. After we defeated them in World War I with Hitler, I believe so. World War I with Hitler. We hired a lot of those scientists because they were the smartest motherfuckers in the fucking on the planet. So we hired them, and a lot of them worked for the high school.
CIA.
A lot of them work for the CIA. A lot of them work for NASA as well. And Werner von Braun, he was one of the smartest NASA niggas, and he ran this shit at that point in time. And it's crazy because when he died in 1977, the nigga wrote Psalms 19:1 on his tombstone. So I was like, what's Psalms 19:1? So when I look at Psalms 19:1, he mentions the firmament, and the firmament is in Psalms 19:1 is the firmament is God's handiwork.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, go ahead, cuz. The firmament is God's handiwork. So I'm like, God damn. The smartest nigga in NASA to date on his tombstone wrote Psalms 19:1. So I'm like, nigga, ain't you supposed to be on the globe side? You working with NASA. What are you doing? And so after seeing that, it started making me more inclined to, get more evidence in regards to this firmament. And if you go on the FBI, I think the Federal Bureau of Investigation, if you go on their website, there's classified information that has to be legally unclassified after a certain period of time. I was able to look at this classified information called Project Fishbowl.
Yeah.
Project Fishbowl. And they're launching nukes in the sky. And if you look at the documentation of Project Fishbowl, the nukes ain't going out of space, nigga. Shit's is blowing up before they go into this vast space. So I'm like, what are you niggas doing? What are you niggas on? You know what I'm saying? What are you niggas on? Why are you trying to escape? Or, and off topic, well, off topic but on topic, when you see a lot of these rockets go off, they're not going straight up in the air. These shits is curving. Are they curving because they're Earth's a globe? Or are they curving because they're going to a specific destination? Do they know they're not able to go inside this this vacuum of space that we've been taught our whole lives? And one more thing on the flip side, y'all know where these niggas train before they go out of space?
In pools.
They train in pools. A pool and the vacuum of space are kind of almost completely opposite.
But if you, like you said in the Bible, like you quoted the Bible verse Psalms 19:1. It says it separates
the waters
waters
from the water.
So that's when he's speaking about the firmament, and so he separated. So it's like above the firmament, it's water. That's what it was talking about.
So this is why niggas is training inside pools.
I got a
space,
question.
yeah.
I don't know. I just thought of it. I can pull out my telescope and look at Saturn and see Saturn. So what's like?
Sure.
What is it? Fake?
It's not fake.
I wouldn't say it's fake, but I'm saying it's within the firmament. Or if it's not within, if it's outside the firmament, you will see you will see the water, like it will be like a rainbow type of thing. That's why when
that's why we see stars twinkling. They're fluttering.
Like water is moving.
More so fluttering than flickering.
But planets don't flicker.
I've seen Venus.
That's how you.
I've seen Venus flicker.
I seen it like as far as on the
It's
video.
different.
I
Different, a
ain't
little
seen
bit
it.
different.
Okay.
But you can find the planets by figuring out. All right, that one's not flickering as much as the stars.
Yeah, and I want to say like, even the word, like I like breaking down words and shit. Planets, planets. We're flat Earth niggas is saying the Earth is a plane, so planets. We are on a planet. There's and niggas are saying there's different planets. My dog said earlier that the likelihood of these niggas hiding land is very fucking high. Very high.
I don't doubt that.
And on that premise, we've understood that other ancient civilizations, they took shit upon themselves to start naming. You know what I'm saying? Like Saturn, that's named after a god. I think maybe, I don't want to say Greek. I don't know.
Greek mythology, all that.
They're all interchangeable. What else? Jupiter is named after Neptune.
Mars also. All of them.
Mercury. They're all named after gods.
Mm-hmm.
And that premise alone is these false gods trying to be remembered, making the biggest effort to be remembered in time. So we have that same emphasis right now until this day, but before these niggas was just naming themselves after stars, they were just motherfucking stars. It's my theory. I could probably back it up on some sidebar shit, but that's my theory. And on top of that shit, you look at the months in the fucking year. What it do? August, Augustus Caesar. July, Julius Caesar. You know what I'm saying? Just niggas who want to be remembered in time. And prior to us using calendars, we were all in tune, and we used the stars, the sun, and the moon to give us our days, our months, and our fucking seasons. You know what I'm saying? But after, I guess, some individuals weren't as in tune as we were, and then, slapped the calendar on us. Hey, man, we got to make this shit simple. We can't keep up. We got too much shit going on, in front of us to be keeping up with all this moon and shit. Fuck all that. Look,
But everybody was different though. Not everybody got all 4 seasons.
This is a fact.
So how they told time was completely different.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's where you get, these different types of groups.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the motherfuckers traveled all around the world, these travelers, because they wanted to seek and explore other land because they got tired of this shit.
For sure. And come on, check me out, yo. How many times y'all heard niggas going all the way around the world? All the time. It's easy as fuck to go around the world when you're doing this. I mean, I guess you can go around the world like that.
Mm-hmm.
But water's always leveled though.
And those freaking super cold spots, like the North Pole, South Pole. I mean, I don't know how safe it is to fly there.
This is my point. Like you said, the North Pole and South Pole, which doesn't make any fucking sense. It's that's why it's the big circle. Like if you watch Game of Thrones, they talk about the wall and shit like that. And in other movies, they mention this wall or the beyond the walls and shit like that. And the Antarctica, which is supposedly like you can't even go there anymore. It's because you go.
Yeah, you can't get a ticket there no more.
So it's
I
all
don't know
one.
any of this shit.
It's all for me because the maps that I saw, like it's all one. Those circle maps, and you'll see the big ice glacier all around.
For sure.
Well,
That's bananas. You can't get a ticket there.
You used to, but now in real time, I looked up flights. You cannot take a ticket to Antarctica. It have to be like some
to
type
get
of
there,
science.
bro. Yeah, it's super hard already.
Yeah.
Even Alaska, like certain places in Alaska, is shut down.
Yeah.
The government taking over.
I mean, to go back on the flat Earth thing, I watched a couple videos and I'm sure you guys heard of Neil deGrasse Tyson, the space dude.
Yeah,
And he had a good argument. He was saying, just by the shadow of the moon, and he gave a couple of examples, but the shadow of the moon one is the moon goes through phases, and it's constantly, spherical shadow from the sun. The Earth creates a shadow and puts it on the moon. As we go around the sun and as we spin, at some point, if the Earth was flat or whatever, it wouldn't be a circular shadow. It'd be like a sliver or just like a line or something. It would change, but it's always spherical. That was one of the things.
Spherical or circular?
Circular.
Because that's two different things,
Yeah,
my nigga.
circular, you know, like a circular shape.
Okay.
He gave another one about these wells. Like you have a couple of different wells. When the sun shines over the first well, you can see the bottom.
Okay.
The one that's way down there, you can't see the bottom. It's at an angle. So that would prove that there's an earth curve. The flat earth people, for that argument, they have a battle with the two wells. But they even went on a third well, and the angle is constantly different as the sun moves. So it would lead to the earth being curved. Another one, the boat sailing off in the ocean. You follow it with binoculars, and eventually it starts going down, and you don't see it anymore. I mean, I don't know.
I just think
I don't know the flat Earth argument on these things, so I can't talk about on that side.
I just think what that is, because I don't think the Earth is, because you're going based off like being flat as a pancake, which I think it's.
And that's where them niggas got it wrong.
I don't believe that. It's
For sure,
different.
for sure.
It's definitely different layers to it. You know what I'm saying?
So the flat Earth people say that there is some curvature to the whatever you call it.
It's how can I?
I mean,
put
it
this?
has to be
We're
because you go
sta-
mountains. You can
Absolutely,
Go see, you know.
there's different levels to it. It's high ground, low ground. You know what I'm saying? It's just
The thing that makes the most sense to me is a spherical Earth. I mean, how much effort would NASA and all these people have to put on into constantly making fake CGI stuff? It could be possible,
because they're hiding land.
huh?
Because they're hiding land. Because if you're thinking Earth is a globe, there is everything already. If it's flat, you want to explore some more shit.
Yeah.
The common person would just want to explore more. Like, if there's more out there, let's do it. What's stopping somebody who's a millionaire to go continue searching? So let me just tell you guys, it's circle, and there's nothing more to it. And let me sell you out in a dream.
Why would they hide land? Why?
Why they hide land?
Why would they do that?
Why is there human trafficking?
Because there's evil. There's an evil
So if
force
these
that
niggas
exists.
is evil. So if there's evil, then bro. So why wouldn't you hide land to keep
There
people
must
trapped?
be some good stuff in that land.
Of course.
Gotta
If
be.
people traveled the world and conquered the whole like come on, man.
We invade countries just for oil.
Come on, man.
This world is fucked up in a lot
That's
of
what they
ways.
telling
for
us.
sure.
It's just for oil. That's what they telling us. Come on,
It
man.
was probably like way deep, way deep.
But it's
Come on,
amazing,
that's what they
man.
telling
It's amazing. I don't know, man. All these.
who like when Obama was in office, who like we was at war. Who were we at war with?
Iraq.
Iraq?
Syria, there was some shit going on.
What's
There's
their
always shit going on.
I don't know their uniform.
What, the Syrian people?
Yeah, you seen that uniform?
They don't fucking have uniform. It's fake
Why
war.
Fake war.
I mean,
so like why would they lie about a war? Why would they?
To create fear in the people. I don't know.
if you-
Instability.
So if you can create fear in the people and keep them locked up in a project and see what happens, and you have this land that's uncharted that only a certain like elite group will have access to.
There's no question there's some evil. Whatever. I don't even. Evil is the only word that I can say
Mm-hmm.
to put it on it. There's evil that people do evil shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hide land, cause pain to others, take for themselves, and let the other people suffer.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a good, and all the bad shit goes under the evil classification. That's all I can.
And also like
It's fucked up.
like as far as America, what I see in the Western society, they strip everybody from their original, like from their heritage.
Original culture, yeah.
Their original culture. And so and they take from cultures and they water it down until it's something that it's unrecognizable. Before any foreigner
looks
comes
original
in,
almost.
before any foreigner comes in, you got to know the American history to the point where they know it better than Americans do.
That's very true.
So like for right before you even come in, you're brainwashed.
Yep.
And to knowing this history and to seeing these white people as these heroes, and they don't tell you the fucked up shit they do. They don't speak about the slavery. Even in school, they don't even speak. They breeze by that shit.
I don't really
You know what I'm
remember that
saying?
shit.
I don't remember even talking about slavery. All I know is Martin Luther King and fucking Malcolm X, and that was breezed by. You know what I'm saying? And
I mean, I remember this shit, but it wasn't like
we knew
ain't
because
about yeah.
but they didn't teach us. You know what I'm saying? They pretty much taught us that we was lesser. And they teach everybody, like, before you come in America, that you're lesser. You gotta know this shit. This is the right way, and if you're not with this, you're gonna be fucked up.
I don't agree with it. Education system is lacking so much and needs to be.
You think you think that's not planned?
You don't think that's deliberate?
You're asking if I think the way they structure the education is
That shit's
planned.
definitely
That's only
deliberate.
history class right there.
Listen,
I mean,
the
even
Bible
like,
says my people perish for lack of knowledge.
Lacking
You feel
out.
me?
So if you keep them,
So at the end of the day, you feel me? The fastest way to kill off people is to keep them stupid.
It's to keep them
keep them
stupid.
stupid. So if
They
you
don't tell you shit about money. They don't tell you shit about nothing. As soon
God
as I got to
damn,
high
I
school,
had to
I
learn
fucked
credit
my
card.
credit up so bad.
So therefore, like that's why I say, like, if they doing all of this here, why wouldn't they hide land? You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't they do
I
that?
don't doubt
Why
it.
wouldn't they like? Why would they give us the real deal, the real rundown?
Another thing is though, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they can't understand complex either. You feel me? So sometimes for certain people, like ignorance is definitely bliss.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people ain't built to, like, you know what I'm saying, understand like the complexities of this shit. Like some people just like some people like they fucking simple, and that's just the way it is. Your average fucking American, bro, like being stupid, bro. Like
That's
But to
you
go off
programmed
that,
them.
do you think that? What was I gonna get at?
Them shrooms.
Are you keeping that? Are you doing that on purpose? Go say what you're saying again.
like the average American, like
The average American can't handle these topics sometimes. You can go and say, hey, yo, I just learned this shit. And they will show no interest in it.
For sure.
Just because they're not capable of grasping it, or they're just too wrapped up in their situation.
Absolutely.
But is that a choice, or is that?
It's both. It plays a part in it, because if you look at the average American is not, you know what I'm saying, they don't know it all and they don't have it all.
And they don't question shit.
They don't, reason why, because
we too feel a lot of the time is focused on, you feel me, like
Your
what you can
day-to-day.
explain right now.
Right
you feel
now,
me? To
you
worry
can't-
about what the fuck we can explain. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? That shit, it just takes a little bit more practice, I want to say, like, you feel me? Or just a little bit more focus, you feel me? Because
absolutely.
shit, I'd have been fucked up a lot of times, and I'm not like, I really pay attention to the music scene, like, you feel me? Because that's what I do, like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you're going to do it right, you know what I'm saying? So what people putting out, like, you know what I'm saying, like genres of music and shit, I pay attention to that shit. But shit, there's been times where I'm like, nigga, how the fuck I'm gonna pay my car note? You feel me? And I can't, you know what I'm saying, I can't go on the blogs and look and see who dropped today, or like, you know what I'm saying, like, nigga, Drake dropped a fucking video last night, and I was oblivious to the shit until, you know what I'm saying,
That's
I
where
got
all
on
those memes
Twitter.
coming from. Like, he just came out the pool and shit.
yeah,
saying, baby.
yeah.
I need to get a video. Yeah.
But you feel me? That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? If a lot of shit, it won't, like, you know what I'm saying, cross your path if that's not some shit that you interested in. So, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people just dealing with their day-to-day, trying to make sense of their own life. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like a lot of people, like, they don't know their mind is being they don't know their mind is being molded.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
they don't know their paradigm is being, you know, manipulated through. First thing, as soon as you walk in class, fat ass globe on your teacher desk. You know what I'm saying? When you in kindergarten, preschool. You know what I'm saying? So off rip, you like, oh shit, that's what the earth look like.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So when you keep going, you'll never.
What about when we are able to take these flights to space with SpaceX and shit? Then we'll really see.
Hey,
You gotta see it for yourself.
Look, hey, these niggas fake shit one time. I don't doubt they'll fake some shit another time.
That's real shit.
Elon Musk or not. Fuck him. I don't know this nigga. So, but my premise was, soon as you go inside your classroom, you know, got the globe there. They're already,
It's already a system in place.
yeah,
for sure.
they already molding you, molding you how to think. But we don't understand like where a lot of this shit come from. You know what I'm saying? Heliocentricity. What else?
Hold on, let me add on to what you just said. Like, just like you said, like in kindergarten, or as soon as you start like going to school, they start to program your mind. Now, I think generations beyond that, you know what I'm saying? Everybody think this is the norm, and so if you come and tell them, "Hey, this is wrong. This is a lie," it's like a mind fuck. Like, how is this wrong?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? If somebody would told you your mom is not your mom, you'd have been, what the fuck? Like that would fuck up your whole day. That'll fuck your whole mind up. Like how? So That's how I see that. Like, they want to plant that into you and teach you this, and so you just won't question shit.
And
The government knows best.
piggybacking off him, he's talking about, you know, generations and generations. You know, now shit that we think that is normal, you know, it's very abnormal to a specific point in time. Like, if we would have been having this flat Earth conversation before the Renaissance, we'd have been looking like some normal niggas because everyone was on the premise of this shit being a plane, you know, rather than a ball before the Renaissance.
And we're stationary, and everything is moving around us. The sky is moving. This, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see the clouds moving.
That's what it seemed like.
It's moving.
And, you know, what does Renaissance mean? You know what I'm saying? Rebirth. Rebirth of what? A rebirth of a way of thinking. Rebirth of how we perceive things. Rebirth of a specific group of people and how we perceive them. In the Renaissance, a lot of iconoclasm was going on. A lot of whitewashing. I don't fuck with them. They was turning Jesus white, though. You know what I'm saying? All type of shit. They turning Shakespeare white, all type of niggas. You know what I'm saying? To push this, you know, new agenda. You know, that I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you know, that's where I could really track, you know, racism from that point. You know, from that point on, there was a perpetual movement to, you know, muzzle the natural inhabitants of the land and to bring forth this new way of thinking and this new way of living. You know what I'm saying? And subsequently, a new way of living that we follow to this day is you know, not only the calendars, not only the woo-de-woo, but actually how we perceive, you know, our earth to be. And I want to switch off that, and my dog was talking about
Speaking of evil, yeah, like evil shit.
So I was talking about evil and people being kidnapped. I want to show y'all something I have found.
Do you think evil's a choice,
Yes.
It could be, or it could be something that you learn.
or it's just it is what it is?
I think it's
you're
idealism,
evil.
honestly.
If you know good,
What's
you,
idealism?
to know
Because
good is to know evil.
at
To
the-
know evil is to know good. Like it's the balance.
But if you evil, you think what you're doing is good.
Absolutely, like in the sense
So
of like,
a lot of times,
Exactly.
A lot
That's
of times,
created.
you feel me?
If you think someone slapping the shit out of somebody is bad, that's just because it was created for us
Rick James, bitch.
from when we were little to believe that was bad. If you have no idea of good or evil and you're just a blank mind and you see somebody get killed,
you just
you know
look
if
at
it's
it at the
good or
point of
bad?
view. What happened?
nah. I'll ask why. Why is that? Why did he get killed?
well, like you don't even know anything yet. Would you really be able to know what's good and bad? No, it's just put in our
absolutely.
mind what's good and bad.
I ain't gonna lie. Some shit is just like encoded in us.
It's
bro.
encoded.
Yeah, yeah. So
I agree with that.
And
Like if I see
killing
somebody die,
else, that shit bad. That type of shit.
You
like,
would know that's not right. That's not.
but
cool.
there's some tribes like in India and shit where they eat other human beings, and that's just the
what
way
they
they
do.
live.
But
They don't know. They don't
guaranteed
have
there's
any
some-
knowledge of good or bad. They just don't.
I disagree with that. They probably don't word it the way we word it. They probably don't word it good and bad, but they do know a right from wrong. Like in the sense of I'm not gonna do this because such and such. That's an understanding of good and evil. You know what I'm saying? Like a principle. That's an understanding of good and evil. I'm not gonna do this because of whatever case may be. I don't care if it's I'm not gonna sleep this man's wife. I'm not gonna shake this man's hand without washing my hands. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something. You know what I'm saying? That's embedded in you that's telling you this is wrong, this is
But
right.
when babies
I
do
think that's-
something
yeah,
bad,
exactly.
they don't know. You have to tell them that's
they're
bad.
they're not fully understanding. Like it comes to a point when you know you have knowledge of your actions. We have to be childlike, but we're not as a child. It's a step from being a child when you don't know any better, and that's when a parent comes and have to teach them everything. But after that child has to make a decision to do what they was taught. You're either gonna follow the good or you're gonna follow the bad. You're gonna see what I'm doing. I'm gonna be a reflection of what the parent's supposed to be a reflection of what you're supposed to be.
That's why a
I
lot
feel
of
you,
children
but
grow up racist and all
with,
type of weird
exactly.
shit.
But with that being said, if I teach, let's say I teach my kid the opposite.
Teach
I-
him you can
If I
teach
teach him,
you can
if
teach
I
him
teach
bad.
him
Go ahead.
the complete opposite of what the idea of good and bad is, like let's just say I flip it, right? How do we know? Like, what is the basis on that?
He gonna find out.
He gonna find out that there's certain ramifications and there's certain like, you know what I'm saying?
So this what I was saying.
Like
though.
Yeah, but he gonna find out later on. You feel me? Based on society, what good and bad is. But if I taught this nigga his whole life that if a man disrespect you, you kill him. To him, he think he doing the right thing.
But that's I understand what you're saying, but it goes into what's disrespect. Cause you slap my mom, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. It's done. It's done.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, all right, so there's somebody right now watching this shit that feel like a slap don't deserve death.
That's your opinion.
Exactly. That's my whole point with the situation.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Is how you look at it. You feel me? Is
perspective.
Exactly. It's perspective. It's two sides of the coin. At the end of the day.
So what makes niggas kidnap 260,000 children a year?
Perverts.
Nigga, I would never know. Nigga,
It's too much free pussy. It's too much grown pussy out here.
You know what I heard? I'll tell you what I heard.
It's not just women. It's not just kids. I mean, not just girls. It's boys as well.
too.
That's it. If it's grown man out here that's willing to like let you hit, like that's weird. That's weird, man. It's 2020. You can't find a grown man to fuck.
But the psychology of it, they like it because it's wrong.
I have a question
Just
before
like
you
we
start
like
going on
putting
that.
thumbs in assholes because it's just that much more kinky. Their thumb is a child. You know what I'm saying?
way. Like, but you know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
man. I don't see that. If
That's the psychology of it. That's what they saying.
that ain't me.
Oh,
Not in the sense of I was talking about the thumb in the sense of I don't do that because it's wrong.
You
or
didn't put a
whatever
thumb
case
in no
may-
bitch ass.
That's not what I'm
That's
saying.
another. All right.
That's not what I'm saying.
We can talk about that later.
I'm not doing that because it's wrong. I'm not doing it because it's wrong. I'm doing it because hey, this is what I want to do.
I'm with the shits.
That's it.
All right.
So
I think that's how they're.
Yeah, that's
if
but-
that you with the shits with a child, that's not cool. Like why are you with a child that doesn't know any better?
I agree.
I
fact.
can't say, listen, I don't want this.
But
I have
all
a-
right.
that-
So just to play devil's advocate, though,
Go for it.
in earlier civilizations, like you feel me, like I'm just use women
As
as
soon
an
as the
example.
girl had their period.
As soon as a girl had their period, they were grown. They were considered a woman. So we probably got nasty ass ancestors, you feel me, who had a 14-year-old, 15-year-old wife. And that was normal to them.
That's something different though. Like I disagree with it, but at 14, 15, you grown.
Me too, because
I
we
was-
know 14, 15-year-olds that's like,
I was fucking
hell
at 14,
nah.
15. I was
12,
fucking
at 12, you could bust a nut, bro. You could have a kid.
I was fucking at
That's what
that
I'm saying.
age. So therefore, like, if she want to make that decision as an adult and be tried as an adult, that's between him and no parents. Like, I don't care about that. Like,
And I'm gonna play devil's advocate as well. I feel like at certain periods of time, we didn't baby kids.
facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We were grooming them
To
for
be
adulthood
adults
as soon
now.
as possible.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like now
Even
Now we got to go to work. Like then you just had to take care of the farm, and that was all you needed to have to do. So they could learn all that pretty soon, and
Pretty
they're
quickly,
ready to do what
exactly.
they had to do.
you know what I'm saying?
farming, cooking.
And
you know
now
what I'm
I
saying?
feel like we're suppressing that adolescence, you know, as long as we can till, hey, your senior year in high school. Now you're an adult. No, like I don't know about y'all. I'm not gonna baby my kids like that either, because I feel like, you know, the sooner we make our kids aware, you know,
what
of
the
their
fuck going on?
of
Exactly. You know how to
course,
handle yourself.
of their surroundings, and you know they can make their peers aware of their surroundings as well, and that if you got a clique that's aware, you know, and you hanging with these motherfuckers, you know,
You avoid a lot of fuck shit.
Come on now,
absolutely.
And, you guys would look at it after each other's back with the whoop, and so I don't believe in, you know, raising babies. I don't believe in raising you know, kids. You know, I'm raising, you know, soon to be adults. You know.
Hey, to piggyback off that, bro, I was just watching something on Netflix called like Taken in Plain Sight or something like that, where this predator came and manipulate the whole family to get the daughter because he had an obsession with the daughter.
R. Kelly, nigga.
Nah, I mean,
Nah, listen, I fuck with R. Kelly, but did you watch that shit?
I ain't finished the whole thing.
Listen.
You gonna cut
As
this?
a musician, yeah, no.
I want to hear this. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go
as a musician, I
Genius.
admire R. Kelly. He's a
Genius.
fucking genius. However, this motherfucker was also an evil genius. Like, you feel me? Like,
evil genius.
it takes because it takes some kind of thinking. Like,
Talk to me.
at the end of the day, like, you feel me? One of the biggest things that he would do is like, which is easy. Like, with your stardom, I'll make your daughter a star. You feel me? I'll make your daughter this and that.
I'm gonna put her on this track.
Exactly.
She's
I'm
be
gonna put her on
singing
this track.
ad-libs.
Exactly. Now, the parents is fucking idiots, you feel me? Because your daughter 14, 15 and you, oh yeah, you could go to the studio with R. Kelly. Get
Pied
the fuck out
Piper
of here,
R&B.
bitch. We would have went together. Like, you know what I'm saying? But however, you feel me, when it's like, it's your idol, you feel me? You like, shit, R. Kelly ain't gonna do nothing about. But at the end of the day, like, you feel me, that like that's the way that he would do shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah.
I
I agree to a certain extent. Like,
Yeah.
I don't agree with what he did, but then again,
hell no, me either, nigga.
I don't agree with what he did. But what I'm saying is that for the parents to be completely oblivious to it, that's bullshit to me.
Here's the
That's
thing, like,
bullshit to me.
the
bro.
one thing
a
that
grown
I,
man with your daughter,
exactly.
come on, all he make is fucking music about fucking.
Exactly.
So what are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Like, the one thing that you feel me that I noticed about all of the cases, like, you feel me, with these underage women is the parents had some sort of, like, you know what I'm saying, like, this shit not right. Like, you know what I'm saying? They had some sort of, you know what I'm saying, like, voice in their head or conscious or whatever you want to call it. You feel me? That was like, the shit off. You feel me? However, you feel me? Here's the thing, like, if you're a murderer, right? Can I accuse you of murder without saying you murdered somebody?
Nah, but if you're doing some suspicious shit, I can say, hey, I know he.
I know you're suspicious. Yeah, I know.
Hey, man, he doing some shit.
Exactly. I know you're suspicious. However, when it comes to a lot of these people, like, you feel me? Because he was going to public schools in Chicago, you feel me? A lot of these people ain't got no fucking money. They ain't got shit, you feel me? They going to work every day, you feel me? Living check to check. And then here's this nigga that comes along with millions of dollars who could change that at the drop of a hat. Am I going to risk that to accuse this nigga of rape or, you know what I'm saying, pedophilia or whatever the shit is without having solid proof? Because that could fuck up my dreams now.
All right, check.
Because a lot of people living through their kids to this day. Listen, we could say right now from the outside, like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I wouldn't, because it's proof now that, boy, you was on some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, it's kind of like hit or miss. Like, you feel me? I could accuse this nigga right now because this shit's suspicious. But then you could look stupid as fuck.
In that court.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
And you gotta put your family through that too.
Exactly. And that's what happened a lot of
He
times.
said, nah, man.
He said,
that's your daughter, bro.
that's facts.
I don't
I
give a
agree
fuck.
with you.
All that goes out the window.
People are having sex to have kids to sell them.
You feel me?
That's
And you feel but
There's some fucked up
there's
parents,
some fucked
man.
up. Exactly. You feel
so
me?
why
And
not
that's
blame those parents and put those parents in jail?
They should fucking be just as accountable.
should just-
That's
they
what I'm
should be
saying.
held
Like, we
just as
mad.
accountable, yeah.
I'm not mad at R. Kelly if he got a thing for young women, and like which between 14, bro. I've seen dope dealers pick up girls from high school.
Exactly. We seen
No,
that all the time.
Bruh,
You feel me?
and nothing happened. The mama know about it. Nothing's said about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
All
R.
getting
Kelly-
hush money.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly doing the same shit, and now everybody want to say, "Oh, he's like terrorizing these
considered-
girls."
What
Like,
would you
hell no,
call that,
bruh.
though?
That's considered
I
pedophilia.
think I think he has a problem for me personally because I'm not into that shit. That's weird to me.
No, understood.
But how I'm looking at it from like he doing that shit.
Yeah,
They
he
all
likes,
know about
he
it.
likes younger girls. What do you
And
call
every-
that to him as far as his case? Is he
I
sick?
I
Is
call it
he-
pervert. I call it perverted. That's why I'll call it perverted. But my thing is, if they all agreed to it, it wasn't like he's
But
taking the
yeah,
pussy.
Exactly. But I'm
And I don't believe he's taking the pussy. I don't believe he's even throwing himself at him.
He's not.
Come
No, they
on,
want
man.
it. I'm sure they want it.
That's why that's completely different from like a predator that's just out there like manipulating shit. Like if you
But have you ever heard of Stockholm syndrome?
what is that?
So basically, what it is like, you know what I'm saying? I kidnap you, right? And then, you know what I'm saying, you start to fall in love with your kidnapper.
Wow. I've heard of that shit.
What?
Okay.
So if I kidnap, let's say, you know what I'm saying, these people kidnap. Like, we don't know what the situation. Here's the thing though. Here's the thing. All we know is that the little girl or little boy was kidnapped.
Who?
What with
R. Kelly?
No, I'm not talking about. I'm
with these
switching.
260.
Yeah, I'm switching back to,
kids a
you know what I'm
year.
saying, what the original point was. All we know is that these kids is kidnapped. Now, you feel me? At the end of the day, like I said, Stockholm syndrome, Not saying this is what's going on. You feel me?
Man, this is fucked up.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many avenues and so many worlds to exactly what the fuck is going on. Like we don't know.
Because they don't know any better.
Exactly.
That's all they know. But hey, let me finish with with the Netflix shit.
Go ahead.
Buddy came in this town. He was a new person in town.
What's this nigga name?
I don't remember his name. I fell asleep on it. This shit was weird, man. This shit was so fucking weird. But
Was it a show or like a?
It was a documentary.
Okay,
it was a documentary.
Oh, got you.
And this dude came and he made friends with the family of the little girl, to the point he flirted with the wife, got the wife to make out with him, grab on the breast and stuff like that in the car. He got the dad to fucking jack him off in the car. Like that's how he came in and like just finessed the whole thing. He had charisma. Like it was something they never seen before. In a sense, like he had the talk game down pat, to the point where they trusted him to like to sleep over this man's house.
Said the dad jacked him off.
Jacked him off.
Yeah, that shit blew me. Like I ain't
Like
jacking
the
no nigga
man,
off. I don't give a fuck,
bruh. Like
nigga. You could talk
weird,
gold.
but
I ain't never met a nigga could talk me into a hand job. Fuck.
of course, these was
Fuck this show,
these
nigga.
was non-melanated people. Of course.
Fuck this show,
But
nigga.
he convinced them to let the daughter go on a vacation with him.
Bullshit.
Or no, go horseback riding. And so he drugged her, gave her sleeping pills, and she like the girl was like even talking, saying that she don't remember the car ride. She remember waking up to she was like in a bed and she was like, I don't know, like strapped down, and she heard a voice in the box stating that like she come from a different planet. She's an alien and
Playing mind games with
it, like, and she's scared. Like that's the real predator. Like she's scared. Like she waking up like handcuffed and shit. And saying the dude that's the man that's in the other room is your mate. You must conceive a child with him before 16 or at 16 or some shit like that. And if you can't do that, then your sister has to do it to complete the mission.
What type
And
of
so
weirdo
she
shit?
wakes up. She wakes up. She get out the room and see the dude that she knows. It's a familiar face. So she feels relieved. And so now she's not a little girl no more. She's an alien. So this makes all perfect fucking sense
He
now.
hypnotized the bitch.
He hypnotized her. Cause when you scared, bro, when you scared, you'll believe anything, bro. Like when you in a scared state, bro, and you see a cat walk down, that shit could have been a lion.
Especially at that age.
You feel me? So I'm like, bro, this shit is fucking sick. And she describing how the man was having sex with her and shit like that. I'm like, this is fucking weird. Fucking weird, bro. And so that's why I want to get to that predator shit. Like, that's some sick motherfucker. R. Kelly, motherfucker was throwing their pussy at him. Come on, man. This man is R. Kelly.
But I'm sure he was getting
didn't-
just as much regular age women that he could have.
Absolutely.
But he just liked the
And
young
there
ones.
were
That's
regular age women that he was fucking on top of that.
Hey, man, he was fucking
There
the Leah
was.
mama, man. He was fucking the Leah in her mama.
There was regular age women
Come
that
on,
he was
man.
fucking as well.
But predators, human
What?
trafficking.
So what are the options here? Human trafficking. When a child gets abducted, they could become a sex slave.
Or organs.
Organs.
Sacrifices.
Fucking organs. Sacrifices.
Sac-
Adrenochrome. What are our...
You going too fast. All right, nigga. Who want to touch on the organs?
No. I want to keep it.
No, but I'm just trying to figure out, okay, what are the possibilities? People are abducting children to do what with them? Sex slaves?
All of that, yeah.
All that shit. And I don't know where I was going with that.
Adrenochrome. Explain it, please.
I really don't have so much of an understanding, but from what I think it is that these young children are tortured, and while they're being tortured, their blood is taken out of them, and something's the blood is made into something that
guess
is
that
consumed by
adrenaline
others.
plus the
Adrenaline in the blood. And I heard they do that shit with animals. When you torture an animal to death, it tastes different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
they say
why
that.
when you shoot deer, you gotta
Make
shoot
sure
it
that they
dead.
calm. Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah,
but even now with a
fucking know.
chicken, like I forgot what country it was. They cut the neck slow, so it scares them. So like
It tastes better.
the meat they sweat, so it's a little saltier.
Huh.
I don't know, bro.
I've heard that before too.
I know.
though.
yeah.
You know what
I
I'm
know.
saying?
Deer, you gotta kill them dead. If you don't,
The meat
they
will go
release
bad.
a
A toxin.
A toxin that fucked the meat up.
Fuck
Yeah.
the meat up for sure.
I mean, but how much fucking evidence is there on that shit? Adrenochrome.
That's
I mean,
a
it's
fact.
real, right?
The only way you can get that shit is if you torture a kid.
And it's in the blood. Or torture a living creature.
Oh, I thought it was only kids.
No, I don't know. I'm asking.
I that's what I heard. It was just
That's the first time.
kids.
I think I heard of that shit before, but that's the first time I heard it have a name. You feel me? So like,
That shit's weird as fuck.
Super weird.
And
then what the fuck you doing with that though?
I don't fucking know. Supposedly
you-
it makes you live longer.
You ever
like-
heard of the blood therapy?
Vampires.
The vampire. There you go.
I've heard of that
Niggas,
shit.
they
Real
they
deal
inject
vampires in real
blood
time.
into you so you can stay. You keep your youth. That's
Listen,
like the
people
fountain
are
of youth
fucking
type of
scared.
shit.
That's fucked up.
I don't
Shouldn't
know.
be trying to live forever.
Why would you want to live forever?
They
though?
want to look young forever. That's the case.
That the goal to live forever?
I don't
But
want
how
to.
you- but-
Like
but
you ever?
Everybody wants to live forever, bro.
Let's just-
But
let's just-
Everybody wants to build a legacy.
Facts.
Everybody wants to make their name known forever.
I
know what I'm
want
saying?
to.
Not everybody. I don't give a
So
fuck.
like
You're right.
I feel like I don't watch
fuck with
enough.
you, Joe.
I don't watch enough like shit with like immortal beings to realize that there comes a point where you really don't want to be living anymore, even if you are immortal. Like I feel like in anything that you watch with an immortal being, the nigga's fucking. By the time that you meet the nigga, he's fucking like, oh,
yeah, it's always a bad
I fucking
thing.
hate this shit. Like, you feel me? Like, I've been alive 1,000 years, nigga. You should never want to be alive 1,000 years. That's always their message. Like, you feel me? And I feel like I understand that. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, like, what makes life worth living for you? Family, love, shit like that. If you're the only nigga who living this long, all of that shit go out the window at some point. So I feel like I only want to live as long as that I can enjoy those things. Like, you feel me? My sons and shit like that. Like, you know
Some
what I'm saying?
people build different. Some people don't give a fuck about none of that. Some people don't, like you said, like
And dumb niggas is fucking miserable. Miserable.
it gotta be.
You feel me? Like, because at the end of the day, like, once you get that far, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? It's like people who have a lot of money. Like, you feel me? Like, most people who have a lot of money be like, all right, what the fuck I do with it now?
A lot of these niggas be committing suicide.
Exactly. Billions of
Niggas
dollars
be
and be
millionaires.
miserable, bruh. Why, bruh? Because at the end of the day, you feel me? Like, there's only a certain aspect to having the money. Like, right now, we don't have enough money to be like, we can live without money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people do, you know what I'm saying? Or feel like they can live without it, you feel me? But the average motherfucker chasing a dollar so that they could get to the next level of life. You know what I'm saying? But the next level of life is who for what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, it could be $500,000. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could live comfortably on $500,000. For the next nigga who like Ferraris and mansions and shit, you feel me?
like that.
It could be $6 million. But at the end of the day, it's all rooted in something. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's what you value.
Your values.
You feel me? So at the end of the day, like, being immortal, like, for what? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day,
Yeah, that's
even
what I'm questioning it
things
for.
that you, yeah, exactly. What
I
the
don't
fuck?
know why they drinking blood. So
Too many questions, man.
You feel
we
me?
just
Like-
gotta stay alive to find it out.
You know what I'm
That's why-
saying? That shit is like, what the fuck is the
What
point?
if it's all bullshit, man?
What?
And there's that too. Like, you know what I'm saying? It could all be bullshit.
I just was looking at this shit like, because I've been hearing a lot of news with all this human trafficking and all these politicians getting in trouble and all that. And I found out that the source I was looking at has like an agenda to push just so you're a Trump supporter or this or whatever. Like, news is on either side. So now I'm looking at news in the middle. Like, people are just fucking pushing whatever in your face just to get your mind thinking about a certain person a certain way. Like,
For sure.
what the fuck
That's
is
when you gotta
this?
do your research, though. You gotta
Yeah, man, you-
check the sources.
You gotta check
That's
your
what I'm doing.
sources.
I fucking got sources that, I mean, from what I believe, are as biased as I could find, unbiased as I could find.
Yeah, for sure.
You think when Trump said he wanted to pull that wall up and stop all his rapists and shit like that, he was just pretty much blowing the whistle already?
About putting the wall up,
Yeah.
I think he was saying all that just to
Trump,
for the people to hear.
Trump is a businessman.
Uh-huh.
And at the end of the day, he predicted that he would be elected. And he knew exactly how the fuck he would do it. And what that says is that at the end of the day, like, you feel me? I understand how this wing of people thinks.
Uh-huh.
So all I have to do
Feed that bullshit.
is feed the exactly. It's feed
So
the
it goes to say that-
I don't like. I think Trump is a regular day nigga. Like, you know what
Uh-huh.
I'm saying? I think at the end of the day, he's an asshole because he don't know how to be a politician. Like, you feel me? Like, he don't fucking know. Like, you feel me? He's a nigga who got a lot of money, owning shit. And then he was like, listen, nigga, I'm going to show you something. I'm so smart, I could get elected president, nigga. Everybody like, nigga, you can't do that. Nigga, watch me. And guess what he did? He got elected because at the end of the day, the only thing he had to do, which as a great businessman, he studied the data, bro. You feel me? And at the end of the day, look, this is what these people care about. This is the percentage of people that's going to come out and vote. This is how we do it. And all he did was...
What do you value most?
Fuck up the ballots.
What do you value most in the leader of your country?
What I value most?
What would you value most? What do you want the leader
at the end
of
of
your
the
country?
day, I think that, first of all, I'm not at a point in my life where the leader of the country is going to affect anything that I do.
But it is
so
gonna
I
affect
don't give
your
a
life,
fuck.
though,
It
right?
doesn't. It doesn't.
No?
It doesn't. It
Locally,
doesn't affect.
but local
But us
votes-
talking about it right now, it has an effect on. I mean, a little effect on your life. Not drastic. Maybe it's not going to change. You know what your daily life consists of, or your
It's not gonna
situation,
change
because
what
you have a lot of
values to me.
control
Yeah.
of your own thing.
It just at the end of the day, it doesn't change what values to me.
But the leader of my country, the one thing that I dislike most out of everything is that he's separating the country big time.
Facts. But he's not the first person to do that.
He's not the first person to do that.
How is he separating the country?
Well, he's not. I mean,
I guess
people are separating themselves, maybe.
No,
But you touching on like the immigrant shit and the wall. and
I'm
shit
just because actually, a president doesn't say, "Look, I don't like these type of people." He'll support. Maybe he does it by supporting other
because
groups.
he's a
that-
businessman.
He's a businessman, like you said. That's what I believe. I don't believe he's breaking up shit. I think he's stirring up shit because when he did that rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma, that brought so much awareness to that bombing that happened in Tulsa. Like,
Listen.
you feel me? So I think he's strategic and he's smart. And of course, like people who don't know any better, like the masses were like, he's in Tulsa. Like, why is he there?
Listen,
He's being antagonizing.
He's being antagonizing.
he's
Why
not
is it-
being-
exactly? But I was there like I was pissed off. Like, bro, some gotta give. I'm like, wait a minute. And I'm watching the news, like, and the news talking about the bombing in Tulsa.
At the end
Because
of the
of
day,
that.
like
Because of
I
that
still
rally.
have not seen anything in the news about that.
Really?
Nope.
I've
Just heard it from you guys for the second time.
At the end
saw
of the
it.
day, like I admire businessmen because at some point in my life, I want to own my own business. So I want to be business savvy. And at the end of the day, bro, most businessmen dickheads.
they know because people
Because
stupid,
at the
man.
end, because at the end of the day, you feel me? Like, here's the thing, right? Like,
It's just business.
it's just business. I did my thing. I understand. This is how to make niggas tick. I can do whatever the fuck I want. You can think whatever the fuck you want. My results are the same.
Facts.
You feel me? So if I get on Twitter and drunk as fuck one night and be like, hey, grab her by the pussy, you know what I'm saying? You can feel however the fuck you want about it. You feel me? The point is, I got y'all talking about me.
Got you.
And that's what, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out my nigga Kanye. You feel me? That's what Kanye does a lot of. Like, you feel me? Like, people be like, hey, this nigga is tripping. But if you listen to what the fuck the nigga talking about, you
I love what he's talking about, not just fucking 7 seconds of what he's
exactly. If you listen to everything the nigga talking about, you kind of be like, oh shit. Like
This weirdo
nigga,
is on
exactly.
something.
This nigga might not be all fucked up in the head. And that's the thing. Like, you feel me? Like, the point is, like, you know what I'm saying? What Obama was great at is pacifying the world.
What's that mean?
And basically, I know how to say things. I know when to say things.
Speaker.
Exactly. You feel me? He was a great speaker.
Had niggas on chill.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, we still know shit blowing up in the background.
And he killing niggas too.
Exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? We still know. But because the nigga come on so cool, so smooth, like, you feel me? You got to be like, you know what the president got to handle. And that's the only problem with Trump is, like, the nigga's not a fucking, you know what I'm saying? He's not a politician.
Yeah.
And a politician's job is, you know what I'm saying, to kind of smoke screen you so you don't know what the fuck's going on
Keep
while
you
we
calm.
handling shit
But
in the background. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I prefer Trump though. I prefer him to like speaking his mind.
Exactly,
Opposed
because
to-
I know what the fuck he talk. I know what
Exactly.
the fuck going on.
I know what the fuck going on.
At the end of the day, the nigga's an asshole. Point blank, period. He's an asshole.
He's an asshole.
And at the end of the
I get it,
the
I get
nigga
that.
might I don't get into politics. I don't get into politics much, but the nigga might not be, you know what I'm saying, fit to run the country. However, you feel me? The nigga's a great businessman, and that's why he was able to put himself in that position.
The fact that he removed us from who? The World Health Organization?
That I found out was owned by it's a business, but owned by like Bill Gates and the Rothschild people.
And he removed us from that shit. Said fuck him. So for me, like Obama ain't do none of that shit. If
But why do you think that's a good thing?
Because we don't have to do
Some
no.
people may say that's a bad thing.
Well, why is it a good thing?
I'm getting to it.
Yeah.
We don't have to force vaccines for
So
this
the
COVID shit.
WHO forces shit on countries.
You have to. It's the World Health Organization. So if this is the healthy way of doing things, this is what you got to do. So by removing us from that shit, there is no forced vaccines. Nobody can tell us you have to do this shit now.
Yeah.
You have to take this vaccine. We have the liberty to say, you know what, fuck you.
I agree with
It's
that.
an option now. And so that's not even being publicized. Like nobody even speaking about that or giving him his credit.
But
For
at the
me,
end
like,
of-
that's a relief for me.
But a lot of the times though, like, you know what I'm saying, people be used to you telling them what to do, so that's a problem.
That's what everybody want to be.
a lot of people
Your
are
female wants you to tell her what to do.
facts.
Every fucking day.
exactly.
Please.
Exactly. Your female every day.
I don't know what I want to eat. Tell me.
I was just about to go there, nigga.
man.
I was
Tell
just
you what
about
to
to
do.
go
No,
there.
I don't want that.
Exactly. People be dependent on you telling them what the fuck to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a problem for some people.
So I like the way Trump doing shit. For me personally, I don't fuck with him. I don't trust him. I still don't. But as far as that move right there, and the fact that he broke bread with us, Obama ain't do that shit.
When we say that, what do you mean?
The stimulus check,
Damn.
the stimulus checks, bro. Like honestly, like I didn't need it.
You think Obama would
I
have done
didn't
it
need
if
that
the
shit.
coronavirus was
We
he was
had
president?
Zika.
We had
we had
Zika,
all,
yeah,
we had
yeah,
all
yeah.
that shit.
But
bro.
nothing shut down the
Ebola, yeah.
businesses like this did.
Again,
That's a fact.
Trump is in office now, and the media has been there, like just tearing the man down.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, I am not on Trump's side.
He
Fuck
also
Trump.
created a lot of
It's still-
jobs.
it's still
you
fuck
just
Trump.
got to look at the facts on either side. You have to look at all.
That's what I'm doing. That's
Yeah.
what I'm looking at. And so
He also created a lot of jobs that Obama didn't.
he didn't. Obama said he created jobs. I couldn't get a job for shit. No, I did. No, I didn't. I was like high school.
Yeah.
High school. After high school, we
It
couldn't
was
get a job
tough.
for
Yeah,
shit, bro.
it was tough to get jobs.
It was tough.
Shouts out the home goods, you know what I'm saying? 8.25 an hour, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Yeah,
Hey,
son.
I racked up on tips though, tighten up.
But
let them niggas know it's popping.
what Trump doing, like with the stimulus check, because they shut down shit. The government losing money. So for me, I'm like,
Government, all those government people still got paid.
They got
while
paid.
businesses
But
were
my
shut
thing
down.
is like America itself, like the economy is getting poor. Like we're
Yeah,
losing money.
But here's the
So-
thing, right? The government can print money, and this is why Obama has this. This is why Obama, like a lot of people, like don't know. Like this is why a lot of people shit on Obama. Obama started printing a fuckload of money.
I didn't
what
know
I'm saying?
that.
But it loses its fucking
Value.
its value
That shit
the
been
more you
happening.
print. Like you know what I'm saying. And so at the end of the day, like the biggest thing you want to do is to make sure the money is fluctuating through the economy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But
And that's what
he-
Trump. That's what Trump wanted to do. He said, "Man, fuck China, fuck all this." I want
Yeah,
to
but
bring.
we can't say fuck our landlord, dog.
Listen.
That's
Trump did.
But
Fuck you mean? He
Hey,
did. He said, "Fuck
Yo,
him," and
I
made
heard
him.
some crazy
and he's
shit
a fucking dickhead.
that
Bruh.
Trump said he's
But
gonna say.
listen, like, look, what I'm this.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. Like, one of my teachers, bro. Like, you feel me? The nigga, I listen to a lot of what people say. Like, you feel me? This nigga, he was a Marine for some odd years. You
He
feel
crazy
me?
as fuck.
Crazy as the fuck.
I know.
But a lot of the shit that he says makes sense. And at the end of the day, you feel me? At the end of, we owe billions of dollars to China. How the fuck?
Trillions.
Like, you know what I'm saying? How the fuck
But
can
take
you
the-
disrespect some nigga that listen, if we're in the street and you owe me $100 and you disrespect, I kill you. So at the end of the day, like, you feel me? Like, let's just look at the coronavirus shit. You see how fast China got that shit under together? Because you know what he did? You know what they did? Let's sprinkle over here on our people, see how we do it. All right, that's how you get it under control. That's why we fucked up over here, and it's almost 6 months later, and we don't know what the fuck going on.
Those numbers are fucking like bullshit, bro.
What do you think
Yeah,
about
they
the
are
99%?
bullshit.
man? So
Look,
it's
look.
Go ahead.
We've been wearing masks. You know, we've been keeping 6 feet, all that shit. But we ain't stopped fucking, bro. We kept fucking. We still fucking.
I've heard the coronavirus come from dogs.
That shit don't come from.
I heard it's in chicken.
It's in chicken.
Chicken
All
meat.
right. It's in it's okay. Let's say animals. Fuck it. It's in animals. It's in the air.
But we all know it's an airborne disease.
It's an airborne disease.
Stays on metal for 3 days.
Nah, that's bullshit.
It's all bullshit
But
though,
it's
man.
99% survival rate. 99%.
Come on.
So why are we scared?
I think
Because
they're
the
just want
media.
to keep us scared. I heard they're going to
So
use it
my-
in politics. For benefit.
This is my theory though. It's to cover up some shit and also to make Trump look bad.
So I don't think it's.
It could make him look good. Watch him come out with a vaccine. I was like, oh shit, that's
He
what I
ain't
heard
coming
too.
out with shit.
He ain't
It's
got
not
no
Trump
more-
coming
yeah.
out. He's not putting shit together and making no vaccine.
true, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be somebody else. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And they testing the shit out in Russia right now. So
Yeah, I
like,
didn't know that.
yeah, they testing out. They doing test. The first test for the vaccine in Russia.
It's
So
bro, it's fucking,
Trump didn't. If we wasn't still with the WHO, you know what I'm saying, the World Health Organization, they'd probably been testing that shit over here with us. They could have been your
Guinea
sister,
pigs.
your
Yeah.
daughter,
Guinea pigs.
whatever case may be, because they America's known from doing that shit to us. You feel me? Just testing some shit out.
And I feel like right now in real time, with everything that's going on, people need to start thinking for themselves.
facts.
Yeah, bro.
A lot of people have been doing their own research, which is a beautiful thing.
But a lot of people not though. A lot of people just going off a post. A lot of people going off
This is a
of
fact.
the news.
Yeah,
So
I've been telling hella people like stop watching the news.
But check me out.
you can't just stop though, because like you gotta know what they doing. I know what you mean, like how I feel about it. But go ahead, Don.
But check me out. This is why the aliens is here. You know what I'm saying? You know the aliens. You know we abduct you. You know we start putting different perspectives on you and shit. You know, really get your shit clicking. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's the M.I.ALIENS podcast. You know what I'm saying? You just been abducted. You know what I'm saying?
I'm in the glacier, the card in the wallet, she put up to fuck me, but nobody called.